Some people just hate rainy days. But do you ever stop and think where all this water comes from? Hi, I'm Ben Southwick, and this is Professor Ben, a show where I try to teach you a little bit more about science. Today's episode is on the water cycle. So, rain is part of a natural process known as the water cycle. Through this process, water is reused in the environment over and over and over, from the tiny beads of water on a cold glass to entire oceans. Three major steps to the water cycle are evaporation, condensation, and precipitation. Evaporation is when matter is converted from liquid state to a gas. So in terms of the water cycle, it is when water is turned into water vapor, which is the same H2O molecules, just in a gas phase. This can be commonly seen as steam coming off a pot of boiling water. However, liquid doesn't have to be boiling to evaporate. It can still be slowly converted into vapor just from sitting in the sun or being in a warm area, which is why puddles dry up after it rains. After all this water evaporates, it all has to go somewhere, which leads to condensation. So if you look up at the clouds in the sky, you're looking at a direct result of condensation. Condensation is when the loose water molecules in the atmosphere group together in clusters and condense. As they come together, they are slowly forming back into liquid water droplets. Clouds are just big fluffy masses of vapor and droplets that are a major part of the water cycle. You can also see condensation if you breathe on a piece of glass. That fogginess that shows up is actually water vapor in your breath that is condensing on the glass's cool surface. Now that all this water is condensing, it starts to get heavy, and it's going to start to fall down, which leads to precipitation. Remember that rain I was talking about? Well, that's precipitation. Once droplets of water form in the clouds from condensation, gravity pulls them back down toward the ground, which results in a downpour of water that we know as rain. Precipitation is extremely important because it provides water for the soil to allow plants to grow in it, making it fertile. You might not enjoy it, but rain is a very important part of life on Earth. So, those are the three basic parts of the water cycle. Starting with liquid water, water evaporates, joining the atmosphere. It then condenses, forming droplets in clouds. And finally, it forms precipitation and rains back down on the Earth, starting the cycle all over again. However, the water cycle is a very complex process with many more steps, so if you're curious to learn more, research never hurts. Thank you so much for watching. If you have any questions, comments, complaints, concerns, or suggestions, please leave a comment below. If you enjoyed this video, feel free to like or subscribe.